Up again. So an interface is a class, but with just the method. So a class is a aspect of software which basically describes an object. So if you were building an app for managing say you're building an app to manage a shop, or a shop, and you'd have an object. You could, depending on how you want to set up so you think that if you're building an actual physical shop, you'd have the structure, the building, yada yada yada. If you were to build the back end of the actual system to run the sort of the how do you say, to run the inventory, for example, you'd have a stock object or a product object. You might have a staff member object. You would have these are classes rather. So you have a staff member class, a stock class, a product class, let's say a store class, staff member already. Basically all these different classes. Then an interface is essentially, so the class would then implement what you call methods. So you'd have, say, a staff member. You'd have a method which might be called, or you'd have various aspects, various fields that go with the staff member. So you'd have a wage field. You'd have a staff ID, a staff name. You'd have basically all these different aspects that go with a staff member. And then the interface basically just describes what the object or the class should do without actually implementing the how do you say, the programming, without actually implementing the object itself. And so that's what an interface is. So you'd say an interface basically says that a staff member should be able to clock in, a staff member should be able to clock out, a staff member should be able to, let's say, use a style discount, for example. And the interface basically explains all these things without actually writing the code that would just put the staff member in, or that would put the staff member in and out, etc. So basically does all that. So that's, wow, the view. This is basically where you come when you're sick of computers, when you're sick of laptops, you're sick of things, sick of thinking like a software developer, sick of trying to connect software to real life, sick of people, sick of Brexit, sick of okay, let's think of